A few months after the juggernaut that is Made in Malacanang, director Darryl Yap is back on the big screen to continue the trilogy with Martyr or Murderer. The film explores the assassination of Ninoy Aquino on August 21, 1983, 3 years before the events of Maid in Malacanang, and how the Marcoses were accused of as those responsible for killing him. As expected, the film looks well budgeted as it travels around the country and even in some areas in the world to tell the bigger story they've crafted this time. Major props to the person who scouted this location since they managed to match the demand of the tale. However, things started rough on the camera work as one can feel dizzy by the shaky continuous shot which felt unnecessary to begin with. The shadow of the production can even be seen at one point in the beginning. This is unfortunate as the locations were really good to look at. But the most unfortunate decision done by this film is on its pacing. No amount of production value can hide the structure that felt like a skit. There's no problem with using old archive videos, text on screens, etc. But halfway through the film, it was starting to feel like a documentary or a YouTube explainer video with the occasional appearance of the actors. Even the transitions looked lazy as we're jumping from one scene to another without really building something. The likely culprit here is the film's obsession to shock or get a response from the audience through some on-the-nose lines or highlighted texts. Fortunately, the film looks fun enough as director Yap infuses comedy after one heavy scene before giving another, but it's not enough to gloss over the general issues. The film is also stretching the concept of telling the story of the prominent family according to the memories of Senator Amy Marcos. Some of the scenes here no longer feel she should have known. They also use a secondary character to tell all these theories to keep the main characters from saying possible problematic things. I'm no expert at law, but some of the things they've done here could potentially be brought up to court even though they've tried their best to present it in a non-libelous way. Again, the film loses its way as it continues to be obsessed by shocking the audience. In the heart of this film is the Marcos family themselves. The karaoke scene worked because finally we are seeing something genuine, but one has to wait until the very end of the film to see this kind of scene again. If only they found a way to focus on those, things would have been much better. Christine Reyes and Cesar Montano were decent as Amy and the late dictator, while the rest of the cast were mostly mixed. And they pretty much nailed the ending, which is important for a blockbuster film. Thankfully, they've remembered what they were actually building up to. One Can Conspire Ako Si Ninoy was the film the Marcoses produced for how bad it was done for Ninoy. The same thing can be said for Martyr or Murderer being produced by the Aquinos for how it actually turned out as well for the Marcoses. Films like this should be sending a message as we looked into the past and try to reflect on them. Martyr or Murderer is not like that and will just keep you obsessed with this never-ending battle between the popular surnames. We're giving it 1 out of 5 stars. What did you think of the movie? Share down your thoughts below and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to CBO for more local content.